Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, it's been a busy week, as I said before, with President Trump. We've seen him fire some inspectors general today, and also he's made comments and an executive order about FEMA, saying that perhaps it shouldn't even exist. Can you comment on the idea that states should do more, and do you think FEMA should exist? And the inspectors general, is that a legal action, and is it a good one?
So I have some expertise with FEMA. I'm from Louisiana. We're a disaster-prone state, as is Florida, and we have a lot of experience with that. In my experience, it is very often the case that local workers, people who are working through FEMA, do a pretty good job, but often it's the leadership at the top that can affect the outcome of how a disaster is handled. There's been a lot of frustration, of course, over the last 4 years with how FEMA has been handled, and I think the president is right to assess that. I think we are entering a new era of government, and that is when the president says he wants to make the government more efficient and effective, and we say we want to limit the size and scope of government, it means that everything is on the table for reevaluation. This is a new moment for us to reevaluate everything that the federal government does. And FEMA is in the crosshairs, pardon the expression, because they're in the microscope, because these disasters are front and center for the country to review. And so I think that the task force that the president set up by the executive order is an appropriate step. I think that it's probably long overdue. It'll be a 6-month, 180-day evaluation with some very smart people in the room that have a lot of expertise and experience in dealing with FEMA. And I very much look forward to the outcome of that issue. I will tell you from my perspective, state of Louisiana, again, having a lot of experience with this, we have the Governor's Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness, we call it GOSEP, and they do an extraordinary job on a state level. They're very responsive to the people, and our people are very resilient, and they look to the state officials to handle that. FEMA has been a partner, but they probably could be a better partner. So we're going to withhold the final judgment on what the analysis is from that group, but I think the timing for that is important, and we support the president's initiative, obviously 100%, and we'll assist from the House Republicans in any way that we can to contribute to that effort. With regard to the inspectors general, the president will, my understanding is he will be replacing those positions with new persons. And sometimes you need a fresh look. Look, we want to eliminate fraud, waste, and abuse in every way possible. The president's committed to that, and we are as well. The inspector generals, when they are working on all cylinders and to their top level of effectiveness, they can be a huge part of that. I think the president appreciates that, but sometimes you have to begin a new page and start with a fresh start, and I think maybe some new eyes, new voices will be appropriate at this time.